I'd love to go back up to Canada and have like a U.S. passport. But if they say passport, let's go, passport what? It's like, do you have a passport? It's like, what? Did I? What do you mean? Do I have a passport? And then just say to them, do you require of me, a man, to cross from over here to over there, and I require a piece of paper? So I'd hold the Border Patrol guy liable as a man to deny access to crossing over a piece of land, going from one piece to another piece.
Actually, you just mentioned an important point there. As a man, so you ask his name, for instance, and he says, my name's Officer 38, and you say, no, I'm not asking for your office badge number. I'm asking for your name, and then they only give you Mr. Right. Smith, and they refuse to give the beginning part.
Right. I just say, okay,
Bob. Are you happy with that?
Well, that's what I said. I say, okay, Bob. I just call him Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Say, hey, Bob. Say, are you telling me I can't go from this part of the road to that part of the road without a piece of paper? Are you saying I can't go past this gate? Are you telling me that you're going to interfere with my right to go as a man to go from this part on planet Earth to this point on planet Earth? So like I said to my sister, I said I was going to do that. I was going to go up to Canada when I was up in Indiana because I wasn't that far away from Canada. And I said to her, but I had a rental car. I said what I would have had to do was like take a taxi over the border or walk across the border and then try to walk back across the United States border. I didn't want to lose the rental car on the Canadian side and just say, well, this guy gave us a hard time, so we locked him up and da-da-da-da. And just have a nice big lawsuit going on. It's like, okay, you telling me as a man that that I'm limited to my right to travel on planet Earth because I don't have a piece of paper? Who's saying I need a piece of paper? Well, Department of Homeland Security. Oh, is that Mr. or Mrs. Department of Homeland Security? Is that a man or a woman? It's like, well, it's an agency. Oh, so you're telling me in a common law land that DHS is going to appear in court, put its hand on the Bible, and swear that I, as a man, cannot go from point A to point B? Oh, I'm going to love to see DHS appear in court. That's going to be lovely. I'll pay to see that. It's like, well, no, an attorney can't make a claim that I can't go. Only the plaintiff must appear and say that I can't go from point A to point B because I'm going to cause it harm or her harm or him harm. I'm not causing DHS harm. Who in DHS am I causing harm? Well, nobody. Who's incurring those financial loss? Well, nobody. Oh, so you're telling me like an insurance company created this Homeland Security policy to protect any kind of bombings to some maybe building in which they're sure from falling down. So you're saying another insurance company policy is restricting my travel. Well, yes, the insurance companies wrote Obamacare for your benefit and for insurance companies' benefit, and they're going to do it for their benefit so no more buildings get blown up. We're going to make it harder and harder to get an insurance company to have to pay out anything.
Yeah.
So we're going to require all you people to have paperwork and go through metal detectors and go through body scans and cavity searches. So the insurance companies don't have to pay out anymore. It's like, oh, isn't that lovely? Well, I'm going to have to say opt out and say I'm a man, and I'm going to have to opt out. And it's that simple. They can't force a man to comply. You can just opt out. It's like, well, I wish to opt out. They do that at airports over here. They go, I wish to opt out. And then when you opt out, then they try to make your life holy hell by touching you and stuff like that. Say, if you touch me, if you trespass upon my property, I'm going to hold you liable. But see, nobody just says something simple like that. Now, do you wish to trespass upon my property? Go ahead and touch me and find out what happens. They'll say, is that a threat? No, I just gave you fair warning. I'm going to hold you liable for damage. So go ahead and trespass. You wish to trespass? I'm telling you, you're trespassing. Go ahead and do it. You want to do it?
Actually, that brings up another point. Basically, this enforcement officer that came to our land, I wrote a letter to him and said, don't come to our land again. And I said, I'm going to hold you liable for any trespass. And he kept coming a few times after that with his colleagues and this, that, and the other.
Oh, that's because you didn't hand him a bill. You didn't say, hey, look, have you trespassed on
no.
my...
What I did was I wrote a bill to his home address, and then he spoke to the council, and the council applied an injunction on me because he felt threatened.
Yeah. Because you should invite him onto your land. You should invite everybody to that they're having a Rolling Stone concert on your land, and there's going to be an admission fee.
An admin fee. Oh, okay.
You should have invited him. Please appear.
Oh, so please appear and discuss why you think that you...
If you wish to appear, there's going to be an admission fee. That way he could say, well, no, there's no admission fee. Say, hey, the Rolling Stones are going to appear here. You want to be here the same time they're here? It's going to be an admission fee. He's like, you want to be here the same time I'm here? It's going to be an admission fee.
I did say to them a ridiculous fee like $100,000, £100,000.
Yeah, I'd make it reasonable. I'd make it reasonable.
I did say to him in the invoice that if he'd make an early payment, that I'd accept £10,000.
Yeah, you could do that. You could say make a payment plan and get a coupon book.
But then the thing was is that they applied an injunction against us because they felt I'm threatened. So do you think that was just delay tactic?
Yeah, if you appear before tea time, man, you'll get 10% discount. I mean, you like I said, they love when you're funny. They actually enjoy it, man. Because they realize what you're doing, and they realize
messing with them. Yeah.
They realize what you're doing, and they realize that you see the absurdity in it.